Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 30th of June. More time in jail for cowards punchers. A coalition agreement between National and NZ First is coming to fruition with the introduction of a specific offence. The surprise attack can cause serious brain injury or death, but Justice Minister Paul Goldsmith says sentences are often lenient or insufficient. NZ First Winston Peters says coward punches are unacceptable.
Society is massively on our side on this matter. They want there to be serious punishment for serious offending.
A burst water pipe estimated to be more than 5 decades old has forced Wellington's Johnston Street to close. The water company is dealing with the failed drinking water main installed in 1970. Wellington Water says fire and emergency is helping close the road, and a tanker will offer drinking water for a few hours while nearby taps are shut off. A greater focus on outcomes as the government shakes up wellbeing agency Whānau Ora's commissioning of services to improve whānau health. The Māori Development Minister has created 4 new agencies which will use data to target areas with the highest needs. Tama Potaka says the government backs Whānau Ora and is boosting evidence-based support.
Part of the mahi that we're undertaking with the new procurement is to provide further and greater transparency around how these services are delivered and outcomes are achieved.
An Australian jury has retired to deliberate on its verdict in the 10-week trial of Erin Patterson. She's charged with murder and attempted murder over the lunch she served to her estranged in-laws that contained toxic mushrooms. One person's died after a collision between a car and a truck at Waipa this morning near Cambridge. A section of Cambridge Bridge Road is closed. The serious crash unit is there. The Asthma Foundation is concerned landlords able to self-certify won't comply with healthy home standards. New rental regulations for heating, insulation, ventilation and moisture begin tomorrow. Asthma Foundation Medical Director Bob Hancox says whether someone has an underlying respiratory illness or not, warm, dry homes keep people safe. But he says it's tricky to gauge compliance.
There is no way of really knowing whether the house is up to standard, either because the landlord simply doesn't know what the standards are or because they choose to self-certify.
House prices have remained static since January. A report from One Roof and Velocity shows average property values in Wellington fell the most at 1.3%. Arrowtown had the largest gain, with the average value increasing almost $200,000. Velocity Chief Executive Helen O'Sullivan says growing market volumes have played a part in keeping the figures unchanged.
Roughly 10% up on last year, and we've seen mortgage registrations 22% up on same time last year, which is a significant lift.
To sport, and the All Blacks will be without their first-choice loosehead prop for the French Test Series, with Tamaiti Williams joining Wallace Satiti as a post-squad naming withdrawal. Williams has been scrubbed with a torn meniscus. A career-best Formula One finish hasn't completely banished the disappointment of an early season demotion for Liam Lawson. He's come home 6th at the Austrian Grand Prix. And England football captain Harry Kane has scored a double to drive Bayern Munich to a 4-2 win over Flamengo at the Club World Cup. That is your latest news fix. There'll be another update for you tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.